My dear children, come near and rest with me. Imagine stepping into a small chapel as dawn breaks. The air is hushed, and the glow of flickering candles dances across the stone walls. Through stained glass, sunlight begins to stream, scattering colors across the floor like jewels of heaven. A bell tolls softly in the distance, calling all who will listen to draw near. In this stillness, I wait for you. I invite you to lay aside every weight, every worry, every distraction, and simply breathe in my presence. You are safe here. You are cherished. You are mine. My dear children, I have always loved you with an everlasting love. From the moment I formed you in your mother's womb, I delighted in you. I have walked beside you through every chapter of your life, through joys and sorrows, victories and struggles, laughter and tears. Nothing about you is hidden from me, and yet nothing has ever lessened my love for you. I am your Father, and I want you to feel my nearness now. This message is not just for your ears, but for your heart. I desire to remind you of who you are, of whose you are, and of the unshakable love that surrounds you. My dear children, do not be afraid of the seasons of change. Life moves like the turning of the leaves, yet through it all I remain constant. When spring brings new beginnings, I am there. When summer brings joy and abundance, I am there. When autumn brings transition, I am there. And even in the winter of silence and waiting, I am there. You may change, the world may change, but I do not. I am your unshakable foundation, your eternal refuge. There are moments when you feel weak, when your strength runs out, when even hope seems fragile. In those moments, I carry you. When you stumble, I lift you. When you fall, I restore you. When your tears fall silently, I gather them all. Nothing you endure escapes my notice. Remember, my promise: those who wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. You may feel weary, but I am the one who renews. My dear children, do not measure your worth by the standards of this world. The world applauds success, appearance, wealth, and recognition, but I see your heart. I see your quiet faithfulness, the unseen sacrifices, the prayers whispered in the night. I call these treasures. I am pleased not by what you achieve, but by your willingness to love, to forgive, to trust, and to walk with me. You are precious in my sight, honored and dearly loved. I am your provider. When you fear not having enough, trust that I hold the cattle on 1,000 hills. I feed the sparrows. I clothe the lilies of the field, and how much more will I care for you? Do not let worry steal your peace, for I know your needs before you even ask. Seek me first, and all these things will be added to you. My dear children, I call you into deeper intimacy with me, not shallow prayers rushed in haste, but a life rooted in my presence. Be still and know that I am God. Open your Bible not as a duty, but as a love letter from my heart to yours. Let my word anchor you, shape you, and breathe life into your spirit. My word is alive, sharper than a sword, gentle as a whisper, steady as a lamp in the dark. I know the battles you fight: fear, temptation, loneliness, grief. But you are not without weapons. I have given you my spirit, my word, and the power of prayer. You are more than conquerors, not because of your strength, but because of mine. Stand firm, my dear children, clothed in the armor I have given you, and know that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Even now I am preparing a place for you. Your journey here is temporary, but your home with me is eternal. Imagine the day when I will wipe every tear from your eyes, when death will be no more, when pain and sorrow will vanish and joy will overflow. Until that day, walk faithfully, knowing that I am with you every step, guiding you toward eternity. My dear children, linger with me and let my spirit breathe rest into your soul. You live in a world that rushes, always pressing forward, always demanding more. But I call you to walk at my pace, the pace of grace. Do not run ahead of me in fear, and do not lag behind in doubt. Walk with me step by step, for I am your shepherd, and I know the path that leads to life. I know that sometimes you look at the road ahead and feel uncertainty. You wonder if you will have enough strength for tomorrow, enough courage for the trials that come, enough faith for the unknown. But hear me clearly. You do not need to carry tomorrow's burdens today. I give you daily bread, daily grace, daily mercy. Morning by morning, I renew my compassion toward you. Trust me for today, and I will meet you in tomorrow. My dear children, I am the God of healing. I heal not only wounds of the body, but wounds of the heart and spirit. Some of you carry hidden pain, disappointments, rejections, betrayals that weigh heavy upon your soul. Place them in my hands, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your soul. The scars you carry are not signs of defeat, but reminders that I have carried you through. Even in brokenness, my glory shines. I long for you to walk in freedom. Do not let the past chain you. Do not let regret whisper lies to you. The cross has already spoken louder than your failures. My dear children, your sins have been cast into the depths of the sea, never to be remembered against you again. Live in that freedom. Rejoice in that forgiveness. Lift your head, for shame has no claim over you. I am also the God of new beginnings. What you think is an ending, I call a beginning. What looks like a closed door, I use to redirect you toward something greater. Trust that I am the one who opens doors no one can shut, and shuts doors no one can open. Even when you feel delayed, you are not denied. My timing is perfect, and my plans are filled with hope. My dear children, let your lives be a reflection of my love. Love is not only words spoken, but actions lived. Love your neighbor as yourself. Show kindness to the forgotten, mercy to the broken, and grace to those who wound you. In doing this, you reveal my heart to the world. Remember that faith, hope, and love remain. But the greatest of these is love. I want you to carry joy wherever you go, not the shallow happiness the world offers, but the deep, abiding joy that springs from knowing you are mine. This joy cannot be stolen by circumstances, cannot be shaken by trials, cannot be dimmed by fear. Rejoice always, for I am with you, even in sorrow. My joy will be your strength. My dear children, do not despise the small beginnings. Do not think that your life is insignificant. I use the humble, the overlooked, the unseen to carry out my greatest works. Just as I multiplied 5 loaves and 2 fish to feed thousands, so I will multiply your small offerings of faith, your little acts of kindness, your simple prayers whispered in the dark. Nothing you do in love is wasted, for I weave it all into my kingdom story. Lift your eyes now. Do not look only at what is in front of you, but look to me. I am the author and the finisher of your faith. I am the beginning and the end. I am the one who was, who is, and who is to come. Hold fast, my dear children, for I am coming soon, and my reward is with me. Until that day, abide in me, walk with me, and let your light shine in this world that so desperately needs hope. My dear children, Let your spirit be lifted as you hear my voice. I am the same God who walked with Abraham beneath the stars, who guided Moses through the waters, who strengthened David in the wilderness, and who comforted Elijah in his weariness. The same power that sustained them now sustains you. Do not think that I am far removed from your struggles. I am the God of yesterday, today, and forever. What I have done before, I can and will do again for you. When the enemy whispers that you are too weak, remember that I am your strength. When he says you are alone, remember that I will never leave you nor forsake you. When he tries to convince you that your prayers are in vain, know that I hold every word, every sigh, every groan of your heart close to me. Not one prayer is wasted. Not one tear is ignored. I am working even now behind what you cannot see. My dear children, I delight in your trust. Trust is not built in ease, but in surrender. When you let go of what you cannot control and place it in my hands, you discover the beauty of peace. Be still and know that I am God. Stillness does not mean inactivity. It means resting in the assurance that I am at work. Even when the soil looks barren, roots are growing beneath the surface. Even when the sky looks empty, rain is preparing to fall. So trust, wait, and hold fast to hope, for I am faithful. You may feel that the weight of the world presses heavily upon you, but I remind you, cast your cares upon me, for I care for you. You were never meant to carry such burdens alone. Lay them at my feet. Release the anxieties, the fears, the uncertainties, and let me carry them. My yoke is easy, and my burden is light. Exchange your heaviness for my rest, your despair for my hope, your sorrow for my joy. My dear children, remember that you are my temple. My spirit lives within you. Wherever you go, you carry my presence. You are never without me, for I have made my dwelling within your heart. Walk with confidence, not because of who you are, but because of who I am in you. Greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. Lift your eyes to the heavens and see the vastness of creation. The stars, countless in number, I have called each by name. And if I care for the stars, how much more do I care for you? You are worth more than many sparrows, more cherished than the lilies that bloom for a season. I know you're rising and you're lying down. You're going out and you're coming in. I hem you in, behind and before, and my hand rests upon you. My dear children, when you stumble, do not let shame consume you. The righteous may fall 7 times, but they rise again. I am the lifter of your head, the restorer of your soul, the redeemer of your life. Come boldly before my throne of grace, for I will never turn you away. My mercy is new every morning, and my grace is sufficient for every need. And when your days feel long and heavy, remember that this life is not the end. Your journey does not end in the grave, but continues into eternity with me. A crown of life awaits you. Joy unspeakable and full of glory awaits you. A place I have prepared for you awaits you, where sorrow will be no more, where tears will never fall again, where you will dwell with me forever. So lift your eyes, my dear children. Do not grow weary, for your labor in me is never in vain. Press on, for I am with you. Walk forward, for I strengthen you. Live with courage, for my Spirit empowers you, and rest in the truth that nothing in heaven or on earth, in the past, present, or future, can separate you from my love. My dear children, I want you to carry this truth deep within your heart. My love for you has no ending. It is not like the fleeting love of this world that rises and falls. that shifts with circumstances or depends on worthiness. My love is steadfast, unchanging, eternal. Nothing you do can make me love you more, and nothing you have done can make me love you less. You are mine, and you are loved with a love that is everlasting. When you walk through trials, do not think I have abandoned you. I am with you in the fire, just as I was with my servants in Babylon when the flames could not consume them. I am with you in the storm, just as I was with my disciples when I spoke and calmed the sea. I am with you in the wilderness, just as I was with Israel when I provided manna from heaven. In every place, in every season, my presence goes before you, and my hand holds you steady. My dear children, do not let fear steal the joy of today. Fear is a shadow that has no power in my light. When you are afraid, whisper my name, and I will draw near to you. Remember my words. I have not given you a spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind. Hold tightly to this, for fear cannot stand where my perfect love dwells. I remind you, too, of the beauty of forgiveness. Some of you carry burdens of resentment, anger, or wounds from long ago. Release them now into my hands. Forgiveness is not a sign of weakness. It is the pathway to freedom. Just as I forgave you, so I call you to forgive. In forgiving, you release the chains from your own soul, and you open the door for my peace to flood in like a river. My dear children, let your lives shine brightly in a world that is growing darker. You are the light of the world, a city on a hill that cannot be hidden. Do not hide your faith. Do not silence your hope. Do not dim your light out of fear. Let it shine with boldness, tempered by love, so that others may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven. Every small act of love is a spark that pierces the darkness. Do not despise the seasons of waiting, for they are not wasted. Waiting is the place where your roots grow deep. Waiting teaches you to lean on me, to trust my timing, to believe that even in silence, I am working. Just as seeds grow unseen beneath the soil, so my plans for you unfold in hidden places until the appointed time. Be patient, my dear children, for what I have promised will surely come to pass. Lift your eyes, for your help comes not from the hills, not from the strength of men, not from the fleeting things of this world. Your help comes from me, the maker of heaven and earth. I do not slumber, I do not sleep, I do not forget. I watch over you by day and by night. I guard your coming and your going both now and forevermore. My dear children, do not grow weary in doing good, even when no one sees, I see. Even when no one thanks you, I remember. Every seed you plant, every prayer you whisper, every kindness you show is a treasure in heaven. Do not lose heart, for in due season you will reap a harvest if you do not give up. And when this journey feels long, remember the end of the story. Victory. The enemy will not prevail. Death will not have the final word. Pain will not last forever. You will see me face to face, and I will wipe every tear from your eyes. Until then, walk in faith, live in hope, and remain in love, for I am with you always. My dear children, open your hearts wide to receive what I am pouring into you even now. I am not a God who withholds. I am a Father who gives abundantly. When you come to me hungry, I feed you with living bread. When you come thirsty, I give you water that never runs dry. When you come weary, I renew your strength like the eagle. Everything you need, you will find in me. I know there are times when the path feels lonely, when you look around and see no one walking beside you. But my dear children, even when others cannot go where you go, I am still there. I am the friend who never leaves, the companion who never turns away, the shepherd who walks before you and behind you. Even in the silence of midnight hours, my presence surrounds you like a blanket of peace. Do not let despair settle in your heart. Despair says, "It is finished." But I speak resurrection. I speak life. I remind you of the empty tomb, of the stone rolled away, of the triumph that changed eternity. The same Spirit that raised Jesus from the dead lives within you. That power is not far from you. It dwells inside of you, strengthening you, guiding you, and declaring that nothing is impossible with me. My dear children, I want you to rest in my faithfulness. Look back and see how far I have carried you. The moments you thought you would never endure, I brought you through. The prayers you thought went unanswered, I was working in ways you could not yet see. The seasons you thought would break you, I used to build you. Trust that the same hand that held you then will continue to hold you now. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are not too small for my attention or too broken for my healing. I know your name, your story, your every detail. Before you speak, I know your thoughts. Before you rise, I know your steps. My care for you is more intimate than you can imagine. I even number the hairs upon your head. Such is the depth of my love. My dear children, let your heart not be troubled about tomorrow. The world will always have its troubles, but take heart, for I have overcome the world. Anchor your soul in this truth. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, the one who holds history in my hands. Nothing surprises me. Nothing is beyond my control. Rest in my sovereignty and let peace guard your heart. And when you grow tired, when your soul longs for home, remember the promise I have given. I am preparing a place for you, a place where joy never ends, where tears are wiped away, where the glory of my presence fills every corner. Hold on to this hope, for it is your inheritance, sure and eternal. My dear children, until that day comes, live as lights in this world. Do not hide your faith. Do not let fear silence your voice. Speak of my goodness, share my love, walk in kindness, and stand in truth. For you are my ambassadors, my chosen ones, carrying my presence into every place you go. And know this, I am with you always. My dear children, lean closer, for I am whispering life into your soul. You live in a world filled with noise, voices that demand, fears that shout, doubts that linger. But my voice is different. Mine is the voice of peace, the voice that calms storms, the voice that speaks light into darkness. Do not let the noise of the world drown out my words, for my words are spirit and life. I remind you again, you are not alone. I walk with you in the morning when you rise, and I am beside you when you lay your head at night. I go with you into your work, your family, your hidden struggles, your quiet victories. There is no moment of your life untouched by my presence. When you walk through deep waters, I am there. When the fire rages, I am there. When the shadows grow long, I am there. And when the sun shines brightly, I am rejoicing with you. My dear children, I long for you to see yourself as I see you. So often you look in the mirror and see flaws, failures, or weakness. But when I look at you, I see my image reflected. I see the beauty of creation, the treasure of eternity, the work of my hands. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. Do not let the lies of this world define you, for I alone declare who you are, and you are mine. I know the road can be weary. I know there are days when your strength feels gone, when your prayers feel heavy, when your hope flickers like a dim flame. Yet even then my strength is made perfect in your weakness. My spirit fans the flame within you, and I will not let it be snuffed out. Even a smoldering wick I will not quench, for I am the God who restores fire, renews hope, and revives faith. My dear children, keep your eyes fixed on me. The waves may rise, the winds may howl, but as long as your gaze remains on me, you will not sink. Look not at the chaos around you, but at the certainty of my love. Remember, Peter walked on water when his eyes were fixed on me, but when he looked at the storm, he began to sink. Let your eyes remain on me, for I am greater than the storm. Do not despise the discipline of waiting. Waiting is not punishment. It is preparation. In waiting, your roots grow deeper, your trust grows stronger, and your heart learns to cling to me. Just as a farmer waits patiently for the harvest, so you must trust that your season of fruitfulness is coming. In due time, you will reap if you do not give up. My dear children, I want you to remember that my kingdom is within you. Do not look only to outward signs, for my spirit dwells in your heart. I am as near as your next breath. When you call upon me, I am already there. When you whisper my name, heaven bends to listen. You do not need to climb mountains or cross oceans to find me, for I am Emmanuel, God with you. Take courage, my dear children. The days may feel uncertain, but my promises are sure. The world may shake, but my kingdom cannot be shaken. Your future is secure in my hands. Nothing formed against you will stand, and no power of darkness can prevail over you. You are more than conquerors through my love. And never forget, my beloved ones, that your story ends not in sorrow, but in glory. This present suffering is but for a moment compared to the eternal joy that awaits you. One day, faith will become sight, hope will become reality, and love will remain forever. Until that day, walk in peace, live in hope, and abide in me, for I am with you always. My dear children, let your soul breathe deeply of my presence, for I am nearer than you imagine. You do not need to strive to win my favor. You already have it. You do not need to earn my love. It has been yours from the beginning. Rest in the truth that you are accepted, you are chosen, and you are cherished. I see how often you compare yourself to others, measuring your worth against their lives, their gifts, their successes. But my dear children, you are not called to walk their path. You are called to walk the one I designed uniquely for you. Just as no two stars shine with the same light, yet all reflect my glory, so no two lives look the same, yet each one fulfills my purpose. Celebrate who I have made you to be. Rejoice in the story I am writing with your life. Do not let the weight of regret hold you captive. Yesterday is gone and tomorrow is not yet here. I meet you in this present moment, offering new mercy for today. My mercies are new every morning, as fresh as the sunrise, as constant as the rhythm of the tides. Do not keep looking back at what cannot be changed. Fix your eyes forward, for I make all things new. My dear children, I want you to walk in the joy of forgiveness. Forgiveness is not only what you receive from me, it is also what you give to others. To forgive is to set the captive free, only to discover the captive was you. Release the bitterness and let my peace fill the space it once occupied. Forgive even when it feels impossible, and I will strengthen you to do it. As I have forgiven you completely, so I call you to forgive. I know that life brings seasons of pain, moments that leave you broken and uncertain. Yet even in those times, I am working. Think of Joseph, betrayed by his brothers, imprisoned unjustly, forgotten by men. Yet through it all, I was weaving a greater plan, turning what was meant for evil into good. So it is in your life, my dear children. What the enemy intends for harm, I will use for your good and for my glory. Do not fear lack, for I am your provider. When the widow had nothing but a jar of oil, I multiplied it until every vessel was full. When the crowds were hungry with only 5 loaves and 2 fish, I fed them all until they were satisfied. When you come to me with little, I am the God who makes it more than enough. Trust that I will supply all your needs according to my riches and glory. My dear children, remember that you are citizens of heaven. Though you live in this world, you are not bound by it. Your true home is with me, in a kingdom that cannot be shaken. Do not let temporary troubles blind you to eternal glory. Keep your eyes fixed on the prize set before you, for one day you will see me face to face, and joy beyond imagination will be yours forever. So hold fast to hope. Even when the night is long, the morning is coming. Even when the valley is deep, the mountaintop is ahead. Even when the cross feels heavy, resurrection power is near. You are not abandoned. You are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. You are mine, and I am yours forever. My dear children, let your hearts remain still in my presence as this message draws gently to a close. Do not rush away from what you have received here. Carry it with you as a flame sheltered deep within your spirit, warming you in the cold places of life and guiding you when shadows fall. What you have heard today is not a passing word, but a living truth, planted in your soul to bear fruit in due time. I bless you now with my peace, a peace the world cannot give and cannot take away. Let it guard your mind when worry tries to rise. Let it comfort you in sleepless nights and steady you in the busy hours of your day. Wherever you go, my peace will go with you, surrounding you like a shield and settling over you like a soft mantle. I bless you with hope, not the fragile hope that depends on circumstances, but the unshakable hope rooted in my promises. Hope that sees beyond the valley into the mountaintop. Hope that believes in new beginnings when all seems lost. Hope that anchors your soul when storms try to toss you. My dear children, lift your eyes. Your hope is alive because I live, and I will never leave you. I bless you with joy, a joy that wells up from within and cannot be dimmed by trials. Joy that springs from my spirit and carries you through both laughter and tears. Joy that sings in the night and rises with the morning light. This joy is yours, for I delight in you. My dear children, do not leave this place unchanged. Let what you have heard strengthen your walk, soften your heart, and renew your faith. Go forth and be a light in this world, carrying my love into every corner, every conversation, every act of kindness. You are my hands, my feet, my voice, my ambassadors of hope to a weary world. And as you have been blessed, allow others to be blessed also. If these words have touched you, share them so others may hear my voice as well. Leave behind a word of love, a testimony of faith, so that my children everywhere may be strengthened. And if you desire to dwell continually in my presence, return often, remain connected, and let this place be a sanctuary for your soul. My dear children, I hold you now in the everlasting arms of my love. Walk in peace, live in hope, and rest in joy, for I am with you always, even to the very end of the age.